Ever since I was sent the A9 Air Dragonfly, look at this beautiful mouse, by a company called ATK, I fell in love with the concept of ultralight mice. Even though I don't really play esports titles, my whole experience was nice because this packs a lot of functionality and power in this small size. I use it daily. I already have a bias for ultralight mice, or technically they call this a lightweight mouse. Enter its bigger brother. Same color, same everything because I like the color. Now this is the X1 Air Blazing Sky Hollowless Lightweight Mouse. This is essentially the same thing as this one, a little bit upgraded, but the main thing is this is for large hands. I have large hands. I'm quite excited to check this out. Let's see. Ever since owning the previous one, I have learned a lot about ultralight mice. There's a reason why they're special and expensive, but this particular brand is budget friendly. Actually, this particular mouse is $75 or 74.98 USD at the time of this filming. They also have some freebies. You can get a free arm sleeve or jade skates. Let me... Okay, there's a magnetic flap. Whoop. I love the smell of packaging. I don't know why. Am I weird? Ooh. Now this is the classic shape that we all know and love. Compared to this one, yeah, it's not that much of a difference. I thought it would be bigger. Wait, what? I thought it would be bigger. So let's check the dimensions. So the width is 59.5 millimeters. The length is around 127, around 39. What is this? 124. Then this. 126. Oh yeah, technically it is bigger. It's still lightweight. I do like that. So let's go back to the box. So like the older one that I have, this has the GEM 8K dongle. This allows the mouse to speak to the computer up to an alarming 8000 Hertz. Oh, I like the sound. It has a more hollow, louder click. 8000 Hertz is like the new buzzword. Having an 8000 Hertz polling rate means it would talk to your computer about its precise location as well as click data every 0.125 milliseconds. That's a crazy amount of information to transfer. So this is a best-in-class, top-tier connection to your PC. However, there's a lot of cons to it. The battery life would be diminished if you use the 8000 Hertz. You can fine-tune it in the software. You can go all the way down to 125 polling rate and all the way up to 8000 Hertz. Personally, I just like to set a coast around 1000 just to get some more battery life. If you're just using it at 1000 Hertz, you can get 300 hours. You also need to have a decently powerful PC. They actually have a kind reminder section. This is the minimum specs that you need to really take advantage of the 8000 Hertz. I didn't know about this information before. I just learned about it as I went because it's actually kind of interesting. Your computer must have an Intel Core i7-9700K or higher. Or if you're Team Red, AMD Ryzen 7 3700X or higher, a graphics card of a GTX 1080 or an AMD RX 5700. Also, you must have a monitor that will display a refresh rate above 240 Hz and 16 gigs of RAM. That is a niche amount of people that have 240 Hz monitors. So don't worry about it. It's just nice knowing that you can do that. $75 gets you a feature-rich, complete package. In theory, because I haven't tested it yet. The nano coating is nice. The Blazing Sky X1 Air has a more bulbous, I don't know the term, more round here. So I actually like the feel of it. Very lightweight. 49 grams without the skates. That is, as advertised, it's 48 grams plus minus 3. I like the ergonomics of this more than my older one. What else is in the box? Kind of crazy now. The innovations in the gaming mice space. So like before, we have a couple of choices with the skates. Wait, what are these? The Blazing Sky X1 Air V2 has its own proprietary ATK Apex Shark Esports Firmware Max. That's a lot of words. Dear God. That essentially just fine-tunes and maxes out the sensor and the microcontroller unit inside. The sensor being the PAW 3955 Master. Talking about the MCU again, it's 22 nanometers and 128 megahertz. So apparently, the performance is, the frequency of the CPU is doubled. It just means there's an improvement in the battery life as well as the performance, but mostly the battery life. It's supposed to be more efficient, so that's also the trade-off. If you want to use 8000 Hz in competitive games, you better get used to the lower battery life wireless. You can use it wired indefinitely. This is rated 300 hours for 1000 Hz. So if you do the math, that's, I don't know, 15 hours. Editor me, put the computation here. My brain is fried. So that's the realistic amount of battery life you can get for 8000 Hz. Oh, in the software as well, you can fine-tune the DPI all the way up to 50,000. It's overclocked. By the way, this has 2 more colors. I really wanted this blaze silver one. The shadow white looks great too, but I don't know. The orange speaks to me. So in the ATK gear hub, you can put the DPI all the way to 50,000. Oh my god, just lightly tap it. Look at it's flying. I can't even find my mouse anymore. Let's stay at 3400. That's another advantage of having better hardware. You're gonna get a little bit of a jump up in the specs. In real life usage, this is not gonna make a whole lot of difference. So if you need more information about the newer sensor, the 3955 Master, here it is. I'm gonna put it on the screen. This is a couple of improvements, and then the switches are the ATK SwiftLight switches. So I think I've rambled long enough about the specs sheet. Now we're gonna do a little bit of gaming. So unfortunately, my 1440p gaming monitor 165Hz is broken at the moment, and I cannot really test out the limits of this mouse, especially with 8K Hertz. But nevertheless, I'm still gonna use it on the hub.atk.pro website. We are just gonna go to performance settings and then put the polling rate to 8,000 Hertz. Now you can see this is the hub. It has a green light. So it's nifty that you can see the battery life calculation here. As advertised, if you're just gonna use 1,000 Hertz, you're gonna have a lot more battery life. But if you're gonna use them full 8,000 Hertz, you're gonna get 24 to 30 hours. And that's if we use their fine-tuned software, it's even less. This ATK Shard competitive firmware is like the best of the best, top tier, really for professionals, which I am not. Here you can remap the buttons, although why would you? This is a mouse. There's a lot more settings here. This is a lot, and it will take time even for me to really hone in. Oh, it's extremely fast. I wish I had like a higher monitor refresh rate. The mouse is really doing most of the effort now at this point. This is like essentially the best mouse experience, gaming mouse experience, and I would have killed this when I was playing esports titles back in the day when I had better reflexes. So you'd expect these features to be present. A more expensive mouse. This one's only 75.
If anybody asks,
and it looks nice.
Pay attention or you'll wind
Ah. Oh. I do feel the 8,000 Hertz. I mean, technically I am very close to the set. I'm very close to the dongle. I don't feel any drop of the connection. How the what? How can anybody find this game fun? Or I'm just bad. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm gonna be a dirty little camper here. Ooh! Haha! Thank you. So that's my first look into the Blazing Sky X1 Air by ATK, and I gotta say, for the amount of features that you can get, especially the 8,000 Hz polling rate and the upgraded sensor, the upgraded MCU, man, for $75, I think it's well worth it. If you have large hands and you want an ultralight or lightweight mouse and you prefer the palm grip, I feel like it fills your palm nicely. If you use just 1,000 Hz, you get a longer battery life. All in all, great mouse, even for a gaming noob like me. Learning about the advancements of mouse tech has been fun. Like I said in my previous video, hopefully it will make me a better gamer. But even if you have the most top tier tech, if you don't have the skill to back it up, then it's useless. But this would at least give you some edge. So once again, thank you ATK for sending me the Blazing Sky X1 Air for me to review. I highly recommend it. It's a gaming mouse. There's a limit to what I can show on camera. But if you want to try it out, you can return it within 7 days, which is not ideal. I wish it was 30. That's their policy. So, alright, thank you for watching this video. Bye. I made this channel 'cause I was just a little bored. Please subscribe, there's a whole world that we can all explore. 'Cause we're all born minds, think alive. We're all born minds, dude.